Getting into competitive Pokemon on the video game has become very much pay to win over the years, with the DLCs and previous titles being very much an advantage. Is it possible to play with just the base game's Pokedex, being limited to only 400 Pokemon, or do we need to spend the extra cash to pick up some wins? Or can we climb the ladder without spending a cent on old titles and DLCs? This is the ultimate test for my team building and competitive skills. Welcome to Competitive Pokemon on a Budget. What's up, Internet? BrandonMVGC here, and welcome to the very first episode of Competitive Pokemon on a Budget. So, a few things before we get right into it. First, being the rule refresher. So, for those who may have not watched the introduction video, here are the rules. First, and the most important rule of all is, we're limited to using Pokemon available in the base Paldea Dex. So, Pokemon from Kitakami and the Blueberry Dexes are currently banned and I'm not allowed to use them. And with the current format, as of recording this, is Regulation H, Paradox, Legendary, Restricted, and Mythicals are currently banned. Second, trading is not allowed, so trading with trainers, whether it be local, Wi-Fi, or surprise trades, are also banned. And our final rule is promoted raid dens. So Pokemon unavailable from the base Paldea Dex are also not allowed. Even though these are free distributions, these Pokemon are also currently banned. With the rules now established, one more thing before we jump into presenting the team and going into the replays. For making it a little more challenging and a bit more interesting, I've decided to use a starter Pokemon for now. I'm not too sure if I'll cut it or just permanently leave it in the team, but I decided to pick Skeledirge as the starter of choice. I did use it during my playthrough, so it is my favorite Paldean starter currently. And then as well, I have used it in competitive and ranked ladder before, so I do know how to use Skeledirge a little bit. Meowscarada and Quaquaval, the other options I did have. So I was thinking about using Meowscarada, but I decided to drop it as I know it was really good during Series 1, but personally, I just wanted to use Skeledirge over Meowscarada, honestly. And, Quaquaval. Sorry, Quaquaval fans. Unfortunately, I did have to, ignore it. I wasn't really interested in using it, but who knows, maybe, something outside of this series, I'll potentially use it, but who knows, we'll see. And let's jump into the Pokemon Showdown segment and say hello to the brand new team we're using. As you can see here, I have a fair amount of iterations of the team. Nothing too significant, as you can tell. So, obviously, Skeledirge was the Pokemon I wanted to bring as the starter choice in the budget series. So, yeah, let's look into the main attraction here. So this is the primary team that I've been using for the past week or so of actually testing the team. So here we have Arcanine, Skeledirge, Gothitelle, Kingambit, Amoonguss, Tyranitar. So most of these Pokemon are pretty standard. And some of them don't get any play anymore, like Arcanine isn't played at the moment, and I feel like Tyranitar is definitely an odd choice here. So, Arcanine and Skeledirge. Massive shout out to Wellborn for actually showing me this cool tech, which is Grip Claw, Binding Band, Fire Spin. So, with Grip Claw, for those who aren't too familiar, Grip Claw increases the duration of trapping moves. Instead of it being 4 to 5 turns, it is now 7 turns, 100%. And then with Binding Band, instead of it doing 1/8, it now deals 1/6 of damage. So, it is pretty crazy and also really fun to use, and also a little bit mean for people who have no idea what a Binding Band or Grip Claw does. So for Arcanine, we have Grip Claw, Intimidate, Fight Spin, Morning Sun, Flare Blitz, and Protect. I think I swapped Morning Sun for E-Speed at some point, so this isn't my up-to-date build, or fully up-to-date, because I think it was a last second change with the Grass Terror. Skeledirge with Binding Band, Unaware, Torch Song, Fire Spin, Protect, and Earth Power, also with Grass Terror. Gothitelle with Citrus Berry, Shadow Tag, Fake Out, Heal Pulse, Protect, Psychic with Water Terror. Gothitelle is just here as a very useful support Pokemon. It also improves the it increases the longevity for Skeledirge and Arcanine, so that Fire Spin will just pretty much deals so much damage and also still be present on the field while spamming heal pulses, which is pretty useful. King Gambit, main physical attacker, Life Orb, Defiant, Iron Head, Low Kick, Kowtow, Cleave, and Protect with Fire Terror, which is pretty standard, I believe. I've been thinking of changing Defiant to potentially Supreme Overlord, but it hasn't really came up much in testing, especially with the considerably lack of Incineroar / Intimidate users. So I feel like King Gambit is kind of on the lower tier for now. Among Us, just another support. Rocky Helmet, Regenerator, Clear Smog, Rage Power, Spore, Pollen Puff with Water Terror. Also pretty standard. It did have Protect, but I was like, I'd rather have Pollen Puff, and also Clear Smog for Dondozo. And finally, we have Tyranitar, which is the more interesting Pokemon in this build, except for Skeledirge. So we got the Assault Vest with Sandstream, Knockoff, Terra Blast, Rock Slide, and Body Press with the Flying Terror. So pretty much, so one of the previous builds had Guard Jump, and I wanted it to be paired up with Guard Jump while also holding the Air Balloon, but it's been not very good in practice, so I kind of just dropped it and just stuck with Assault Vest. And Flying Terror has been fun to use, so yeah. So this is the team, and let's jump into the gameplay. Sorry, before we hit the replays, there won't be any commentary this episode due to time constraints, and we'll be changing up the formula up for episode 2, which will be a best worst plays, and the full rounds will be posted after the video airs. Round 1 of Best of 1 Swiss is Jared, and they're using Dondozo, Talonflame, Rillaboom, Tatsugiri, Goldengo, and Dragonite. Round 2, we're up against Megan, with King Gambit, Sneasler, Dragapult, Electabuzz, Rillaboom, and Primarina. Round 3 is Zeke, using Cyril Edge, Torkoal, Ursaluna Blood Moon, Rillaboom, Farigiraf, and Indeedee Female. round 4 and final best of 1 Swiss before Top Cut, we have Hayden's team, consisting of Alolan Ninetales, Baxcalibur, Incineroar, Rillaboom, Farigiraf, and Ursaluna. With that, we ended up 1-3, and getting us placed 10th out of 12 competitors, which shows we really need to work on the team, but it's only the first of many events we'll be participating in this series. If you have any suggestions for Pokemon and or sets, feel free to drop them down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the video, chuck us a like, and if you want to support the series, feel free to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you won't miss an upload. Thanks for watching. See you next week on October 9th.